about what her husband does, and he talks about the African journey. So he's just going to talk just very, very briefly, but I want you to give him all of your attention. Help me to welcome Mr. McLaurin.
Thank you for Estrella Mountain. Thank you for Ms. Cartwright for allowing me to come out and just speak a little bit about what I do and what we do. We're with a New Revelation. We're in Avondale, and I teach every Saturday. And we basically teach about, who we are as a people. All right, so what I say is that every time that I start to teach, I say, do the research yourself. Look up yourself on what I'm about to say, and check it out yourself. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anyone's word for especially what I'm about to bring. When I teach, I like to use movies as analogies. So, have we seen, I'm sure we've seen the movie The Matrix, correct? In the beginning of the movie of The Matrix, Neo sits in front of Mortimus, or Mortiphus, or whatever his name was, and he said, take the red pill or the blue pill, which one? When you find out who you are as a people, you're taking that blue pill, right? Okay, I don't remember it too much. But I'm here to tell you about what our display is about. Our display is over here to my right. You probably see the poster boards that it shows the depiction of slavery. It shows the depiction of us as a people being enslaved. It shows us as, it also shows us as true who we really are as African Americans. And who we really are as African Americans is that we are from the tribe of Israel. We are from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
How do I know this? Because we have books and books and books that we can go through to show you who you really are. The world didn't start in Africa. Okay? It didn't start there. It started in Israel. Our father is Abraham. Okay? That's where the progenitor races from the African Americans and the Native American Indians came from. Abraham started his life about 2117 BC in the Sumerian city of Ur in ancient Mesopotamia. It's been confirmed that ancient Sumerians which were known as Elam, which are black-skinned, wool-haired people, okay, from the Persian city, which is now Susa. Abraham was a native of Samaria and later the founding father of the Israelites. The Israelites, of course, if we know Abraham, we have Isaac, we have Jacob. Jacob then later, his name was changed to Israel. Jacob has 12 sons. Those 12 sons are the progenitor of the races today. His 12 sons, Judah. Judah are the African Americans. Okay? Benjamin, another one of Jacob's sons, is from the tribe of the Jamaicans. Okay? Simeon, another one of Jacob's sons, are brothers in the Dominican Republic. Zebulon is one of our brothers from the Guatemalans and Palomanians. Ephraim are our brothers from Puerto Rico. Manasseh is our brother from Cuba. Gad, those are our brothers from Native American. Reuben are our brothers from the Seminole Indians. Naphtali are Samoans, Hawaiians. Asher is South America. And Issachar are our brothers from Mexico. Now, how do we know all this? We have books at our display table. We have books that if you want, I can go in and I can show you without a shadow of a doubt who you are. How did we get into Africa? In 70 AD, there was a persecution going on in Israel. And in 70 AD, our people fled while the Romans were crucifying us left and right. We fled into what is now Africa, okay? We fled there, and from 70 AD up until 700 AD, we lived in prosperity until we started dabbling in other things. Thus came the Arab slave trade. Not the American slave trade, the Arab slave trade, where people from Egypt and Ethiopia were putting us in slavery. A lot of people don't know about the Arab slave trade. 45 million of our people, 45 million of our men, children, women were slaughtered during the Arab slave trade. Then, later on, came the American slave trade. Another 45 million of our people, just our people, were slaughtered, killed during the American slave trade, which we all know about. But we don't know about the Arabian slave trade that lasted from 700 AD up until 1912. So how did we come across with all this? I'm going to share something from a book. How we are God's chosen people. Okay? And then I'll be on my way. I want to share something. This is a prophecy. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind grope in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy way, and thou shalt be oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. That was prophecy giving about the slave trade. We are Hebrews. We are the original people on this earth. We were God's chosen people. The so-called Jews that are over there now, those are not the real Jews. Another prophecy, thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Who did that happen to? It happened to us as a people. We would get married, and then the slave master would come and take our women. Okay? You shall build a house and shall not dwell in it. We built the South. We built the South, but we weren't able to live in the houses that we built. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and your eyes shall look and fail for longing for them. Our children were sold right in front of us, and there was nothing we can do about it. You shall plant vineyards and dress them, and neither take the wine or the grapes. We built this country on cotton, tobacco. We planted all that stuff, and we did not reap not 1 cent of the labor that we did. This is prophecy. You shall beget sons and daughters, but shall not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. What other people has that happened to? Only us. Therefore thou shalt serve your enemies with hunger and thirst and nakedness, and he will put a yoke of iron on your neck. Where did a yoke of iron around the neck come from? That's how they kept us in chains. A nation fears continents which shall not regard a person old or new. So we were never regarded as a people. We were always considered not even a whole man, not even a whole woman, okay? So this is what our display is about. It's about to liberate, because how will you know where you're going if you don't know where you came from? So this is what we teach. We teach every Saturday. The posters are there, the books are there. Feel free to stop and come by. And I want to thank Estrella Mountain for this time. Kwam Yasharala.